Welcome to the Bulls and Bears Small Cap Wrap, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Small Cap Wrap is brought to you by biotech company Suda Pharmaceuticals, ASX code SUD. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of Suda Pharmaceuticals, Michael Baker. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for having me on the program.
Well, Suda Pharmaceuticals is in the business of reformulating and repurposing drugs using active ingredients that are already available in other forms in the market. The company recently announced it has reached a milestone with its first reformulated drug known as Zolpimist, a drug designed to treat insomnia that makes use of an active ingredient known as zolpidem tartrate. Michael, zolpidem tartrate is already available in other insomnia products, isn't it? So if that's the case, how have you repurposed it and what's different about your product?
Yeah, that's correct. It already exists in a tablet form known as Ambien or Stilnox. And what we have developed is a product that is a cherry-flavoured oral spray that's sprayed directly into the mouth. And what we have when we have that product is something that enters the bloodstream faster. And so for treatment like insomnia, it works much quicker than we would see for the tablet form, which is important.
How do you know that it works at all?
Well, we've got robust clinical data that demonstrate when we test the oral spray versus the tablet that we reach therapeutic levels in the blood at 7 minutes for the oral spray versus 15 minutes for the tablet. So we do see that it is more effective than the tablet form of the drug.
I noticed your share price more than tripled in the last week. I'm guessing that comes down to your recent ASX announcement. That's probably what caused the spike. What was the thrust of that announcement?
It's a very exciting milestone for the company. We received a TGA approval for the product. Now, that means we're not advertising the product for sale now, but we will work closely with a sales, marketing and distribution partner to commercialise that throughout Australia.
Is Australia your first market for this product, or do you have other partnerships around the world?
Australia will be the first market where we're likely to have commercial sales, but we do have partnerships already, licensed and supply agreements with Teva, the world's largest generic drug manufacturer, as well as Mitsubishi Tanabe Pharma, a top 10 Japanese pharmaceutical company, but looking to create more partnerships worldwide.
And what does the Australian TGA approval mean for those markets? Is it helpful for those markets?
It certainly is. So now that we have all the data submitted to the TGA and we have that approval, all that documentation can be shared with our partners in other territories, which will facilitate their regulatory submissions. And once they get approval, they'll commercialise the drug in those territories. So very beneficial for those partners indeed.
Michael Baker from Suda Pharmaceuticals, thanks very much for joining me on the Small Cap Wrap. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to the Bulls and Bears Small Cap Wrap.